And we're live. Everybody, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes on this beautiful June 14th.
17th.
Stop! I've lost 3 days. I've been in warp zone. Where's warp zone? That's stupid. Warp zone.
Kentucky?
I've been Kentucky. That's where I've been. Hey, thank you for tuning in. And behind me is a tiny home, isn't it? And the truck fits it. Man, was that a 20-footer? 8, 16,
I think it was 18.
18 footer. It's 18 feet. So it's an 18-foot tiny home. It's the most modern home we've ever done. My personal own flesh and blood DNA son built this, right? He's super creative. He built this thing. He's not living in it now. It has been to Oregon. It's been back living here, and we've got a gentleman living in this now. We're going to introduce you to Mark living in this, and it is unique. He's a techno geek. He's got all kinds of cool stuff inside.
Nice.
Great guy from Las Vegas. He's moved here. He loves Tennessee. I'm going to walk around this, show you a little bit about this house. I know it looks a little bit like an Airstream trailer. We made it modern looking. My son didn't want a typical tiny home. He thought they were boring. He said, Dad, I want to make something that's a little bit different, you know?
Tim and Bryce is 20. What?
Yeah, he's 24. He was 23 when he built it.
Yeah, come on.
You know, so he's a kid. He wanted to make it look really cool. Not only is it cool, it is massive,
cool.
energy efficient. There's a couple lights over the windows right there because that's glass. It's been tinted, so you can't see in during the day at all. But we're going to put a little umbrella over that and put rope lights. So that one light right there is for a rope light. And
Okay.
so we're going to put a little awning and rope light later. But we want to show you what Mark's done on the inside, what it looks like, and meet a bachelor man that's living in a tiny home. All right?
Awesome.
So let's walk around the outside real quick. This truck fits this house, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks great.
Oh my gosh.
It really
Yeah. All right. He said when you come in, he goes, you don't want to film this. He goes, it looks like Duck Dynasty in here. There's all kinds of camo going on.
But we always see the nice, how the ladies decorate their homes. They look so beautiful
Yeah.
and sweet. This is a man's perspective, so we need a man.
This is a man's house.
It's a man's house.
That's a man's design.
Yes.
It's a man's house.
Man's house.
Come on in.
Okay, come
Let's
on.
do it. All right. So this house was in Oregon, and so what we did is we had an awning over it. That's what that little bit of foam is there. And we had a beautiful porch and awning and everything that I
Yes.
built, and then we couldn't stay. We had to leave, come back. But it's not stainless steel, okay, but it's galvanized metal. It looks just like the same day we built it. It looks really great. Coming around here, it's got metal corners. Now this, Amanda, is 100% maintenance free.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that beautiful wall. Is that not
Pretty.
there's just, yeah. And you can shine this. So Mark, who's inside, we were talking about, he may take a buffer and
It
buff
looks
that thing
great.
out. Yeah, and
So
make
he
it
hasn't already done it?
and make it real shiny.
Oh, it looks really nice.
It does, doesn't it?
I thought he already did it.
We're going to add some more screws to it to give it a more of the rhythm
Yeah.
because it's all plywood underneath that.
Okay.
And we can put more screws, and everything's been really well. It's held up really nice. This is 2 years old now, and
And what was the size again?
8 by 18.
Okay.
Yep.
What about the height there?
13.6 right there.
13.6.
13.6 right to the
Okay.
top. So the metal was laid, it's just sheets of it. So it's 4 by 8 sheets laid on the top and overlapping each other from the bottom up, of course. And then we took the same sheets and sheared them and had them bent into 90-degree angles, like they're 4x4 corners. And up there at the ridge and at the rakes. So all of this, and so we actually left 1.5 inches up underneath there. So Bryce wanted to put rope lights all around the whole perimeter,
Cute.
and then the light would shine down.
Wow.
So we're gonna finish that out while Mark's living in this.
Okay.
So let me knock on the door.
Let's knock on the door. Let's see.
Look.
Hey,
Welcome to
Mark.
Duck
Ah,
Dynasty.
look here.
Hi, howdy, neighbor.
Hello, neighbor. How are you?
Hey, Mark.
Doing good.
Come on in my lovely abode here.
Thank you, man.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Just keep in mind, I took a 1,600 square foot 3-bedroom and put it. It's in here and in my truck. So this was a last minute thing, and
Oh, it's
it
so
fit.
cozy.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, it's so cozy.
I love coming in here and just seeing all the personal. I mean, look, this is how you're living and what you're doing. Makes
I can
it feel.
See, you know what? I love this. Number one, that he's hung his hangers up on the shelf right
I
there.
had to have a closet, so I kind of made one makeshift.
And this right here, the totes,
That's my TV.
is his
stand.
TV stand.
The couch was here in camo,
Yeah.
which I love.
And got a comforter covering
Yep.
it.
And I can sleep comfortably up here, but the loft with a king size bed, 60 by 80.
King size.
King size. There's an extra foot on the head and 6 inches more here. So all this is all bed.
All bed.
All
Isn't
bed.
that cool?
That is
And
so
what-
great.
And I shimmy, I'm 65, and I get up and down this ladder all the time.
Gosh, that is so great.
Now,
Good.
the real cool thing is, it gets a little warm up there, right?
Yeah?
Mini splits here, cold air drops. This is a USB fan.
Yeah.
USB, like from your computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a little battery, which
Look at this, Amanda.
is this big, that powers that fan for a week. So I'm charging it right now.
No.
So about an hour before I go to bed, I turn on the fan, takes the cold air that drops, and pushes it up in the loft. And
That
it's
is
very
so
comfortable.
great.
It runs off a battery pack. This
Isn't
is
that
one
neat?
you get at Walmart. I think this is
Really?
a 20,000 milliamp hour
Mm-hmm.
battery.
How expensive?
$29.
I mean, come on.
So
And it'll run that fan for a week off
For
of
a
that?
week.
Off of that.
One
and,
week.
and charge your phone.
No, we're talking 8 hours a night
Yeah,
for a week.
for a week.
Stop.
40 hours.
That's
And
amazing.
this is for $29. So
Wow.
Now look at what he's got that's charging. I know we'll get into other things,
Yes.
but he's
There's
showing
so much
this.
to look at.
This,
Yeah.
This is called a solar charge controller. Okay. You
What
can
is that?
charge this with a solar panel, but it has AC output, it has a DC cigarette plug, and it has a USB ports.
Okay.
And so I can charge my battery. I can run AC. Now this is a pure sine wave, which means you can charge computers off of it. It's sensitive to computer products. So
Oh.
pure sine wave is very important when you're running any type of electronics.
Okay.
So 12 volt, USB, which is about 5 amps, and 110. And there's the meter. It's drawing 8 watts right now to charge this battery. And then this battery has a indicator. It's 87% full.
Okay.
So I'm just charging that. Now I can recharge. Inside here is a lithium ion battery.
Okay.
500 watt. I can also charge it via solar panel, 12 volt, or regular AC out of the wall.
Oh,
So
wow.
I can use what's in here. And what's good about lithium battery is you can take it down to 90%. You can't do that with a regular AGM battery or a wet cell.
Mhm.
Lithium batteries you can take all the way down.
So you can drain it pretty good.
So this would power somebody's CPAC all night long, and it has its limitations. Let's see where I put that. I want to give you an example here of what it can run. So
Now, where do you buy this at? Where did
I
this
got
come
this
from?
on Amazon. This
Okay.
is a Blue Eddy brand AC50.
Okay.
Blue Eddy.
Blue Eddy. A Jackery is very popular. There's dozens of them. This just happened, and this one, 500 amp hour, 300 right here. It tells you it's 300 watts.
Okay.
So it has a charge controller, so you can use a raw solar panel. It has a charge controller. It has an inverter in it because it'll invert the 12 volt to 110. So
Got it.
there's a inverter in here also.
Crazy.
So
How expensive?
about $3.99 for this size.
Right.
You could get one up at 1,000 watts or bigger, 2,000 watts, but they start getting pricey.
Really?
So,
Wow.
but this, in case the power went down,
Hmm.
it has its limitations. Okay, so
Okay.
this is a Keurig coffee pot. To start this up, that's about 1,000 watts.
Okay.
Okay, so you couldn't do that.
Mhm.
That one won't do it. This small microwave, this will 750 to 1,000,
Yeah.
low and high.
And you only got
So-
300 on
You
here.
got
I
300.
see.
Right.
So you
So what do
really,
you at 300? You learn what you can, what
real
you can't.
quick, it'll run my TV
Oh
because
my
that's
God!
only
Yeah.
like 80 watts. So
Got it.
It'll run my TV,
That's
but
cool.
here's some examples. It'll do 25 smartphones for 2 hours. Okay.
That's, oh my gosh!
It
like
will-
if everybody was camping or something.
Right. A 20 watt LED lamp for 25 hours. A 75 watt LCD TV, which that is,
Yeah. Mhm.
for 6 hours.
Yeah.
An 80 watt electric tool, six hours. So that's pretty good. A 90-watt refrigerator for 5.5 hours. I have a small Dometic CF18
Oh, I love this thing.
refrigerator down on the
Oh.
floor there. That's a Dometic CF18.
Oh.
That's an actual compressor fridge. Let me show you here.
Yeah.
It runs off 110 or 12 volt. I ran this for a whole day, and it only took, on a solar panel of 100 watts, it took me 3 hours to charge it back up.
Oh my goodness.
So I keep this in my truck, and then I just plug it in a cigarette lighter because it runs off 12 volt.
Oh, that's great.
And I use it camping.
So it has a battery in it too, you're saying?
No, this one has a compressor in it, a Danfoss compressor, which is one of the best. But you need a source for this one.
Randy, you
Got
need
you.
one of those.
Oh, I know it.
But it will run off that or my pickup truck. I put it right in a cigarette lighter.
Oh, wow.
So it'll run off 12 or 110. It has an adapter to run off 110.
Well.
So it'll do both. It's very efficient. So a lot of guys that are off grid like these fridges, but it's small.
Well, like Randy visits over there at Kentucky, and that'd be beneficial for you to take
Oh my
your
God,
food.
that would be perfect. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
send it with you on a trip. You just plug it in and go.
Yeah.
It has a temperature setting on the side, and yeah, I run it on low. And I'll tell you what, the bottom it'll freeze ice cream because
No.
the deeper, the colder it is.
Isn't
Oh,
that
wow.
cool?
You can make this a freezer if you want to, or a
That is
refrigerator.
Got it.
great.
Not both at
Nice.
the same time, but the lower you go on this, the colder it is. So you just turn up the temp, and it can
Yep.
be a freezer.
Wow.
I'm going to back up and show how far away I can
Look
get
how
here.
much room
I'm at the very front door.
is in here.
Look at this,
A
Amanda.
single
Only
6-foot
18
couch.
Amanda, look here. I mean, I'm just like kicking back. Mark, get in there and start cooking.
6-foot couch. And
That's
Look how
great.
much room you have. That's all kitchen.
So
Look
much
at the
room.
bathroom. It's beautiful.
I mean, that's great.
Insta hot water heater.
I want to tell you, one of the smartest things that I love that Bryce chose was these windows.
Aren't those neat?
He's got a window in the shower, which
Look at this.
it feels weird, but
Nobody
it's
can
nice.
see in.
Right.
Now, that's nice.
Now, I did the insulation on the windows to keep the heat down.
Yes.
And also, I get a little spook because you forget. That
You
they
forget
can't
that nobody can
see
see. We
in.
could not see in here
Yeah.
at all. That is fantastic. Now, how did those windows get installed, though, Randy? What was the deal with those?
How do they get installed?
Yeah, wasn't it
Silicone?
tint? Did they come and do it? Or
No,
did
we
they-
took them over there and got them tinted, and we brought them back. And so what was really neat about it is that we let the metal outside hang down an inch. You see that right there? And we didn't put any interior trim. And this was all experimental, but the metal came in. We put the silicone. You can actually see the
Yeah,
silicone,
you can
right?
see the silicone.
And then we just smushed it up against the
I
metal.
see.
So
Okay.
outside, there's no windowsill.
Yeah, it's all flat.
It's all flat. It's just streamlined. Yep. And that's what we
You've
liked
got
about
plenty
it.
of room. Look at all your stuff, your totes.
This is a full house and a 2.5 car garage. So all my tools are in here.
Look at his stuff up there.
I've put it everywhere, but it fits.
But it's not crowded.
No, it's not bad.
So you're finding this is okay?
I'm finding it's fine.
Look at
It's,
right
it's,
here.
It's just me, and this was here already. The
There's
couch was
tools?
here. I got tool bags. I do
That's
use my
great.
pickup truck for storage right now.
Yeah,
in the back,
of course. Yeah.
But, yeah.
What
every-
about the kitchen? Because Bryce's design, number one, I love how he's got it
look at-
designed.
Look at this.
Look, there's
Now,
so much room.
self-closed.
That's great.
Soft close.
And
Yep.
just the holes, just to grab it, so practical.
Food.
Oh
Whoa,
my gosh,
look
you
at
got
that.
it going on.
That's the just in case drawer.
Yeah. Just in case.
I'm not gonna be the person starving to death.
Do not leave your door unlocked. Randy knows this is here now, so
Yep.
you're in trouble.
I'm all set.
The cabinets are beautiful that Bryce did. I thought they're very
gorgeous.
cool.
You know, there's just so much room. I got them just full of everything, and just regular.
Aw,
storage.
look,
Oh, look
man.
how
Trash
nice.
bags and under the sink stuff.
It's so organized.
He's got this thing
Yeah.
going on.
Look,
But you know,
nice.
it's all.
Do you use the cutting board? I was wondering
You
if
know-
everybody uses it.
I don't use this. I had one and it broke, so I made two out of it. It
Yeah,
broke
there you
when I
go.
glued it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I use little ones. It's just me.
Yeah.
I don't even use the stove right now.
Yeah.
I bought a microwave and I bought the Keurig. And
Yeah.
As long as I have that, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. It's
Very
it's
simple.
fine for me.
Now, don't
Everything
you
I
love
need-
that? Now, you have to love that the fridge is a little bit bigger, not the tiny. I don't like the
look
tiny
at
ones.
the size that's
And
in
this is
here.
up on a platform,
on a
which I love.
platform.
You got your shoes right there at
Yeah.
the door. That's perfect. What? My
There.
goodness!
Look at
Look
this.
at all that he has. Look, Randy.
Oh, I know it. I'm taking inventory.
He's taking it in.
Yeah, I mean, all your little totes, you got your Keurig, you got just amenities,
Stuff.
condiments.
I just
Randy
used that.
Milano cookies up there. Don't
Yeah.
look.
Oh, those are my favorite.
And
I have a weakness for chocolate, so.
Wow.
I love in here that he's got his towels up here, got some of his vitamins and all of his
Yeah.
stuff for the bathroom and everything.
I wanted to show you my heater. You got
Oh,
my-
yeah,
yeah.
man, watch this.
About a month ago, it was a little chilly, and it got down to 64
Yeah.
in here
Mhm.
about a month ago. So I have this little heater. This is a 200-watt heater,
The
right?
girls have it at their desk.
And
Just
what
little
I
tiny.
do is I plug it in, and I put it right here, and I sit on the couch and have my coffee, and it warms up the whole bottom. It
Stop.
drops to 160 watts after it starts up, and then it's only 1.6 amps out of a 20 amp circuit. That is nothing.
Wow.
This is nothing, and it will heat the bottom part. It was in the 60s.
So you could turn it in, plug it up to your sine wave
Yes, it'll
generator.
run off this solar generator.
That's amazing.
And
See, yep.
Go ahead.
No, well, you made the comment that if he had a hole in the back of that,
Yeah.
he could put his solar panel on the outside of the
Yes,
house,
right?
and it could just regenerate constantly.
It's perpetual. It would be forever. Charge during the day. At night, I could draw. If it got cool,
Mhm.
I would sleep down here. Or
That's
depending
perfect.
where the heat was.
So
It's
you know
just-
what? You just named off what I feel like is a big deal because you said the Keurig takes too
Yep.
much. You can live without that.
Yes.
But the heat you can have with
Uh-huh.
that.
I have a Kier, a French press.
And oh yeah, exactly. There you go.
All
and you
right.
can also charge your cell phone, which is important.
Oh, you could charge a cell phone 20, 30 times.
See what I'm
Your
saying?
laptop.
Yes.
That's only 80 watts.
And watch TV.
And
watch
TV.
TV.
Done.
All with this.
That
and
is
then
cool.
charge it during the day when there's sun out.
Yes, right.
This is pretty cool. This is called a kilowatt meter. You can get this on Amazon, and you plug this in the outlet like so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then
Now
you
get
plug,
where you can see the numbers on there, Amanda.
Oh, okay.
Now we're gonna.
See, so it shows the numbers
There's 118 volts. I'm sorry, coming out of there. Now I'm gonna
coming out of the wall.
out of the wall.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna start this up.
So this is how much energy is being used by this
There's
heater.
230 watts. Now it's going to drop down to 160 once this heats up. There's 187, 184, and but feel the heat coming out of there. That'll heat
Oh
the
my
whole.
gosh.
That'll heat the whole bottom.
Yeah,
too.
it's down to 166,
Yeah.
64.
Hundreds-
Okay, so for people who want to know comparisons, all right, so this is 1.6 amps,
Yeah,
right?
right. Now
That-
we can change this. We can go to amps. There's 1.8. Is that 1.8?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.8. 179.
180.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's amps.
Yep, there's
1.5.
amps. Yeah,
There's
1.5.
amps. 1.5.
Okay, so this plug, Amanda, that's just plugged into, is on a 20 amp circuit breaker.
Okay.
So it'll take 20 amps. This is only consuming 1.6 amps.
Oh, wow.
All right, where this Keurig, we plugged the Keurig into that.
1,000.
It was over 1,000. I think it was almost 1,500.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
But in a surge. So
That's a surge.
this was a surge of about, a minute or something, heating the water, and then it went back down.
Mm-hmm.
So it drawed 15 amps, and there's a breaker for 20. So in your kitchen, which is important, you don't want to plug in your Keurig and your microwave into the same plug because this is 10, this is
Oh.
15.
You're going to trip the breaker.
You're going to trip the breaker.
I see.
So in a kitchen, you have normally high voltage appliances, okay, or consuming appliances. So that's why we've got a separate breaker, a
I see.
separate breaker, a separate breaker.
So is that what you mean when they're all on their own run or something
Their
like
own
that?
home run. We call
Okay,
them home run or
okay.
own circuit.
Okay.
So that's why you've got separate ones. So when people are cooking and they've got a
Oh.
cooktop and a coffee maker hooked to the same one and it trips a breaker.
I
So that's
see.
why we put all these different plugs.
Air
Oh.
conditioning, coffee pot, a microwave, a hair dryer.
Yes.
They pull the most.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 watt to start a hair
Wow.
dryer. 1,200 could be 1,500.
Yeah.
Just to
Okay.
start it.
And to think that little heater only draw two
That's I wouldn't believe that.
2
I
amps,
wouldn't
and it
believe
heated.
that.
The thing is, it's spray foamed.
Spray foam.
This is a thicker ceiling. We sprayed this, and then it's got the plow. This thing is so.
Well, too, and Bryce had always had the intention of going like to Oregon or somewhere out
Yep.
cold, and because Bryce don't like hot. He's like me.
No.
He don't like to be hot.
And
so.
he has no opening windows in here.
No.
Because he wanted that. All I want is a mini split.
Now, how does that feel, not being able to open the windows?
Sometimes when it's cool, I would like that.
Yes.
I won't lie. Okay?
Mhm.
But the mini split is unbelievable.
Mhm.
And I'll open the door as long as it's
Yeah.
at nighttime. It's fine. I'll just.
And this is so nice that you don't have to have curtains up, so you always have a nice light
beautiful.
coming in.
Yep.
You know?
The view of the birds here is
I
unbelievable. 'Cause
know.
The bird estuary is over here, right?
Yes,
Isn't
it
it?
sure is.
Yes.
And you would not believe the birds, red cardinals I've seen. It's just, I mean, I haven't seen a cardinal since I lived in Illinois.
Really?
You know what I like about this? We're in an industrial area,
We are.
and everybody talks about how many birds and animals are in this area.
There's a lot.
Isn't
You
that
should
neat?
have seen the bullfrog the other day. It was bigger than my hand that lives over
Oh, that's
here.
cool.
It's
Really?
big. It's huge. He's
We've
got the
created
deepest-
an environment.
Yeah, you can hear him at night. He's got the deepest voice.
Aw.
It's really something.
You know, we
That's
could,
great.
and Bryce and I talked about it. You could put a huge glass or an open
Yeah.
window right there.
Yes.
So it could be we could put a nice skylight if we wanted
That'd
to
be
put it on
nice,
there.
yeah.
So there's other things that you could possibly
Think
do
of
to
the big
this.
screen TV you could put there. And just
That's right.
65
Now that's
inch
the guy
TV.
coming out right there.
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
me. You know.
That's
Yeah.
a massive TV there.
I'm gonna crawl up here.
Yeah.
Can I
Do
crawl up
that.
there?
Yeah,
All right.
go.
See, where the light
Amanda.
switches are
All right, let
against
me
the
watch you
wall.
go up. Wait a minute, let me switch over here. And
Yeah,
watch you
come
go
on up there. So,
This is so great in
There's
here.
so much room in
You
there.
have changed.
so
it
do you have
looks
a,
so
a,
nice
a
in
light
here. I
switch?
love it.
There's a switch you can turn on down here from
No,
there?
Yep. Go up. There probably is, but I got it off. So you're gonna have to hit the
Okay.
wall switch, and then there are ones at the end and ones that you can see.
Mandy, you're gonna have to come up here and see how much room there is up
That's
here.
a king
I
60
can't
by
believe
80.
it's a king.
This
size
is
bed.
crazy,
I
man.
can't
I
believe
get
it.
lost up there.
Now, knowing Bryce, I know
Wow.
Bryce wanted a king
You know
size.
what? You don't have much here. When you get in here, it opens
You're
up.
running down.
It opens up.
You can sit. At
I
the
can't
tree.
even see you.
It'll come on. There you go.
Look at that. All right, now I'm going to walk up just a
Yeah,
little bit.
Go up there and see how much room
All right.
that is. It's a lot of room.
Oh, my goodness. Look at you up there.
Ah.
Ah!
So I'm sitting up in bed.
Yes.
You are sitting up
Is this
in
not
bed.
cool? This is a king, Manda.
Oh, my God. Look.
Manda,
Randy.
look at this.
Well, Mark, he's never leaving. I don't know why you invited him
That's
over.
This is just so comfortable. Oh,
It's a king size.
wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's see. Is that another light over here?
Yes,
Yeah?
that's another light.
Look at that.
Stop it.
It's great for reading. I take my little
It's
tablet
so
up there and I
nice.
watch a movie up there on it.
Yeah.
Or I can watch it here, but when I go up, I usually watch it.
And when you turn that little fan on, it cools it off up here.
Here.
Yep.
See the cord? See the cord? Here.
Let's see.
Plug that
There
in.
it comes.
Okay.
Plug that in.
I'm going to plug the cord in.
That's another battery I have.
There it goes.
Okay, now you're going to feel that fan coming right.
Oh my gosh, I can feel
I
it.
told you. Now it takes about 20 minutes because
Yeah.
it's hot up there right now. But I
To
do
push the hot out
You
and
probably
cool
do
in.
it right before you go to bed,
I
don't
put
you?
it on about 40 minutes before I go to bed.
Hey.
That's great.
Mark, you're going to have to move, bud.
Finally, Mark, say no.
No, I like it here.
That's right, that's
He said
right.
No.
Oh.
This is so cool.
Oh, man.
That's a comfortable mattress. isn't
Look
it?
at Randy's twisted sideways on it.
Oh.
It's a big bed.
Look at it. Yeah.
at it.
And I'm a big guy. All right, look
You're
here.
not gonna touch
okay.
me tonight. You're not. You're
Randy,
literally
I know you. Okay, yeah, you're a big guy.
I'm a big guy in my head,
You're such a big guy.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
in my mind. This
oh, wow.
is
Look
awesome.
At the door there. Now you've got that.
insulation.
Yes.
That's just a heat and me. I'm a little self-conscious.
I know, I
and the
hear
guys
what
take their break out there, and I feel like they can see me. and
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
like,
right.
Wouldn't that be funny if you're standing there and you thought they couldn't see you, but they can, and you're just
Yeah.
standing there just like, you know.
I don't want to hurt their eyes. I mean, poor youngins.
Amanda, I can feel that cold air blowing up in here right
Isn't
now.
that great?
Yeah, it's like air conditioning blowing
Oh,
straight
look
up
at
in
this
here.
little light right here, his little lantern.
Yep, I'm big on DC. I like little voltage stuff. I've
Yeah.
learned
Yeah.
to live with low amounts
Yes.
because I camp a lot. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I've learned the 12 volt way in or
Look how you
battery.
did
Yep.
operated.
Yep.
Look at the flag on there.
That was a mask. When I lived in Nevada,
That's-
and I cut off the thing.
That's so cool for like the police,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah, the thin blue line.
yes.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Well, do you mind us telling your career? I think that's honorable, the career you've been in.
You want to come? You want to come down?
I don't know. I don't want to.
Get out of his bed.
God,
You
this
won't
is
come down if we don't
awesome,
get
man.
out.
All right, here's your battery
That's
pack.
okay, just leave it there. No, just.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, just leave it.
Okay.
So I have two. That's a smaller one. That's only 10,000 milliamp hour. That bigger one I'm charging for 20,000.
Isn't that neat?
I love everything.
I forgot to show you one of the neat things. Let's turn off this light a second.
Ooh, yeah.
The
Oh,
lighting,
yeah.
I have it on a timer.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot Bryce did that.
I have it on a timer, so excuse me
I don't know
good.
what it is.
if I dig this out. There. At night, look at the under cabinet lighting.
Oh my
We'll turn that one.
goodness! Let me go back here. Randy, turn this one off.
So at night, I have that on a timer. That's on. So when I come down in the middle of the
That
night,
is so nice.
Oh, so you got a timer. It
So
just
it-
kicks on.
That's so
I
great.
figured it out. It's not switched. So what I did was I put a timer on it, so it goes on when
Yeah.
You have the
to it,
lights.
About the time you get up in the morning?
It's off.
That is so
It
great.
goes on at 8 o'clock, and then it goes off at 5 in the morning, or whatever, 5, 6.
I love everything that
I know
that
it,
Bryce
Amanda.
built, and I love everything that you've done in here. This is
It's
this is
a
exactly
man
how
thing.
it was intended.
I know it. Did you see the barn door? How Bryce built
Oh.
that
And
barn
I
door?
wanna do that. And we don't have to have the lights again. It's actually
you don't?
better without the
Oh,
lights.
okay,
Yeah,
turn
if you
it
don't care. Let me show this door.
That door is gorgeous.
Yeah, he's a good carpenter. He just needed a break from everything, and maybe we'll get him back someday.
Yeah,
Yep.
Was
that's
the fan
so
there?
cool.
Or what was that?
Yeah. Yep. He was gonna have,
Had
and
to
it
be a
was
small
too
one.
small. Yeah. We need one of them ones that's
Enclosed.
enclosed.
Like Beth has.
You got it.
Ah,
Yep.
That way you wouldn't get whacked when you're going up.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Now, what
Yep.
is on the ceiling, Randy? Remind us. In the
This is
walls.
a finished maple plywood,
Okay.
and he sheeted the whole thing in plywood. It's the first one and only one
This
we've ever
is
used
sturdy.
plywood.
I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. I mean,
Yes, it's beautiful.
when it rains, it's nice noise because
Yes.
the roof is steel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just it's a real comforting sound for me.
Is
Right.
it a lighter weight house, I wonder? Or no?
You know, I pulled this all the way to Oregon
Yes.
and back. I pulled it behind a box truck. It was fine. It pulled. I mean, high
Didn't
speed.
have any problems?
It's not super light, but it wasn't that. I mean, it's a regular stick-built home.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So it'd be like kind of like a Freedom.
I see.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure would.
So if you want to talk about Mark a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, your career. Just to let everybody know a little
Well,
bit.
When I was young, I was 23 years old. I was a police officer. I graduated at Illinois State Police Academy in 1979. I had taken a summer job in 1978 for an internship between semesters, and I got to like it and signed up and passed everything, and I went on about 13 years and decided, okay, that's enough, and
Yeah.
so by
And what state was that?
that was Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Northern Illinois. I worked for a 20-something thousand population city, and then I left, lived in Maui for a year,
Oh, really?
came back mid '80s, and got a job on a highway patrol in the county that the city was in.
Mhm.
So approximately 13 years or so, and then I moved to Florida, and then moved out west to Las Vegas for 20-something years, and now I'm here in Tiny Town. So
You have lived 3 lives, man.
I have. I've been all over the place.
Wow.
So.
What'd you do in Vegas?
When I first got there, I worked for American Airlines. I worked out on the ramp, pushing planes around, loading planes.
Mm-hmm.
Worked for a medical company that Merck.
I've heard
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
yeah.
of them, yes.
Merck Medco, a mail order prescription. So
Okay.
I was an operator and a technician that kept the plant. At one point, we were filling 10,000 bottles per hour. This is all
Hour.
per hour. It was huge. This place was the size of a Home Depot. And the union came in, and they got to fighting with management, and about 8 years later, they locked us out and closed it.
No.
Terrible.
So,
Wow.
you know, and then I got to working for Pink Jeep. It's one of the largest tour companies in Las Vegas. I was a certified tour guide for 8 years. I've driven well over, for them, 250,000 miles.
Around Vegas?
Wow.
South rim of the Grand Canyon, North Rim, Death Valley,
No way.
Valley of Fire. I did a little book.
No
I
way.
did a little book. You'll have to see it sometime. But
Oh my God. Let me see the front. Let me see it really quick. Look at. Oh my gosh.
and basically
About what you've done.
about what I've done. And it's all in black and white. And I took all these pictures over the years with my
beautiful.
cell phone. So there's the Hoover Dam. That was a major tour.
Oh,
There's Lake Mead.
wow.
It's much slower. They're in big trouble out there. But
Oh no.
this is at the dam. But I did all these pictures
Look at
myself
that.
with
That is
with
beautiful.
my cell phone. This is El Dorado Canyon. They have some really unique. There's a actual old gold mine. You take a tour there.
Really.
But it's just really a neat place.
Oh,
Here's
my.
Death Valley. Here's Badwater Basin.
Oh wow.
That's the lowest point in United States.
Wow. Really.
It's below sea level.
Is it lower than the Grand Canyon?
Yes. Yeah, this is the lowest point in the whole United
Heck,
States.
that's
Badwater
something.
Basin.
Yes. Right now,
282 feet, Randy, below sea level.
How many?
282.
282.
Whoa.
Right now it's 130 there right now. They said they're going to
Cook
break
you.
the record.
Oh my.
This is Death Valley. That's Death Valley.
Oh my gosh.
This is part of the 20 Mule Team Borax.
Yeah.
This is one of the cars.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
cool.
It's full of borax. Death Valley is.
Holy cow.
This is racetrack. So they got these rocks, and you can see they've been moving. It's called
Yes.
racetrack. Well, they come to find out it's windy there, and when it rains, this playa gets slippery, and it pushes these giant
No,
rocks.
it doesn't.
Yes. And it's always been a mystery.
It
but
pushes the big rocks.
and these things, you can't pick that rock up right there. It's that big.
Is it?
But the wind blows it.
That's cool.
But the wind, yeah, when it gets wet, this mud gets very slippery. That's the conclusion the scientists
I've
came
never
up
heard of
with.
that.
This is all borax and stuff. Here's the West
What,
Rim.
now, I'm not too sure. What is borax? I've heard of it. What is it?
It's a cleaner. It's
Is
a
that like
wash-
soap and
like
stuff,
soap,
right?
Right. Yeah.
And it's a natural element out there.
So this is
Oh.
salt. This is the bottom of the floor of Death Valley. That's all jagged. This is all salt.
What kind of animals is there? Like stuff that's going to eat you and bite you?
No. Well, there's snakes and stuff, but not too much can survive here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's the West Rim of the Grand Canyon. There's a skywalk. Have you heard
So,
about the skywalk?
I heard about
My
it.
That's
friend just
4,000 feet
went,
down.
and his sister literally thought she could do it, and she fell to the ground because she started like getting like got really scared. Yeah.
So here's the skywalk. And
Wow.
then here's
Yeah, they went out
Eagle
on it.
Point. They call
Oh,
it Eagle
my.
Point. See the eagle? That's a natural
Oh, yeah.
formation.
Oh my goodness.
And
Beautiful.
this is cattle going into the West Rim, crossing. They're doing a cattle drive.
So it is true. It gets really, really cold at night.
No.
That's not
Thi-
true. Oh.
This desert does not cool off.
Oh God.
So it's hot. And it stays hot.
Oh no.
Throughout, yeah. Really hot.
Well, that ain't good.
This is Zion. I went to Zion National Park in Utah.
Oh.
Gorgeous. Just absolutely.
Beautiful.
That's Zion. That's the waterfall.
Oh my.
This is the North Rim called Torweep. This was 5 hours each way, and 3 hours of that was off-road just to get to this point. Hardly anybody went to Torweep.
What?
Isn't that
Yeah,
something?
not the North Rim, but just Torweep on the North Rim.
My camera would probably be full and it wouldn't take a picture.
But look at the trees growing on the edge.
That'd be my life, wouldn't it?
And here's the Colorado River down here, and you could see
Oh,
the
wow.
rafters, and you could actually hear people. This is about 4,000 feet up.
I can't believe you did these in black
and
and white. That's so beautiful. Did you do them in
Awesome.
color and
Yes.
just transfer?
And I trained.
Oh,
This
my.
is the road to Torweep. As you can see, 2 or 3 hours just to get to
Whoa,
Torweep.
on that dirt road.
On that dirt road.
Word. Beautiful.
Man.
When?
That's
What year
a-
did you do this?
I did it for 8 years, 2006 to 2014
How
approximately. That's
fun.
the train at the South Rim. This is Torweep. That's Torweep. And there's the vehicle I drove. It sat 10 people.
Cool.
That is amazing.
It was
Look
a
at
monster
that.
truck.
It's like four-wheel drive kind
Yeah,
of thing.
four-wheel
How
drive. They had
cool.
them custom made. I flew to Detroit twice to pick up But we
Neat.
We had
That
30
is so
cubs.
awesome.
And that's just the end. Me at the end.
Well, there's the end.
There's the end.
It's a picture of Mark.
But that was, and then
That's
Oh,
awesome.
you had a book made.
Is this
Yeah.
is this sold somewhere?
no, that's some I had it made.
You know what?
Did you?
He's a classy guy, isn't he?
You are a classy
I
guy.
sent
That's
a couple
awesome.
to my sisters and I autographed, just
That's
because they came out there and did some.
so.
photos.
If we have a jam, you'll set up a table and pictures and autographs, right?
Sure.
I'm just
Okay.
But my final job, a friend of mine was the general manager at Harley-Davidson, and
Oh.
he asked me to. He liked me. He said, "Mark, come help me open up a store on the Strip."
Mhm.
So I left after a 250,000 miles. I was pretty wore out. I was
Oh
tired.
yeah. Mhm.
So okay, I'm done driving. So
Yeah.
I ended up my working career as a salesman at Harley-Davidson. So
that's the way to go out right there.
Yep.
That's right.
So,
That's awesome.
Opened up one of the most unique stores in the United States on the Las Vegas Strip.
Oh my
Ah.
God, totally.
Yeah,
I
that
bet.
was really something.
That
So-
was awesome.
Well, I've been a motorcycle guy my whole life. I started riding 10 years old, and I've had
Really?
Harleys, I've had sport bikes.
Will you get another bike?
No, my hip is starting to bother me, and that's why I got
Yeah.
off. My last bike was a dual sport, and me and a friend rode thousands of
Yeah.
miles around the Southwest, camping on a motorcycle.
Jeez.
So that was something.
Man.
Mark has lived.
Yeah.
I have lived a good life.
What is it like to be
Wow.
to be in Tennessee though? I mean, all that so grand sounded to me and looking. So
But this is
What's it like?
What I needed. It's a slow pace.
yes.
And I feel very safe here. I wasn't feeling
Oh.
safe the way
Yes.
Southern Nevada was getting.
Hmm.
I had lived there since '95, over 20 years, and I saw just now the southern part of Nevada. There's 2.3 million people,
Gosh.
5,000 people a month.
Did they come from California?
A lot of them, but since January to April, 20,000 people have moved to Southern Nevada since January of this year, just to April.
Oh my.
So everybody's fleeing California, and then it was just the crime was getting worse
Yes.
and worse. A beautiful place, don't get me wrong,
Yes.
but it wasn't what it used to be. That's what took me out there.
How do people stand the heat? The
We-
heat now is like we heard was terrible.
Oh, they're setting records. They could set the record at Death Valley is 134, and they said they could break that this week.
No way.
We
Now
didn't.
Vegas gets hot too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll get 117,
Oh.
and that's the air temperature, not the reflective temperature. And that'll be I've had my thermometer in my backyard read 134 in the afternoon. So you don't do anything from 2 to the sun goes down. The low at night will be 96, 98.
Wow.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
That's not a place for you, Amanda.
That is not a place for me. No, I can't handle the heat.
She likes it overcast and cool.
And cool, that's right. All the time.
Last year we set a record, we went 100 days with no measured rainfall.
100 days.
100 days. So
Yep, that's where I need to go. You don't miss work.
our average our average rainfall there was 5 to 7 inches per year.
Yeah.
Per year. So it doesn't rain much.
Randy, how much rain do we get here a year?
Over 50 inches a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
That's
set
why
records.
You have green stuff.
That's have green
Yep.
stuff everywhere. That's
That's right.
And a
You
pond.
You have to like brown when you live in southern.
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
awesome.
right.
That's something.
Everything
Yeah.
is
Wow.
rocks. Your yard is rocks.
Yeah, I'd miss the green for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That is what a story.
that is
You
my
know
life.
it.
So how are you thinking about the community? Because I know you're right here on one of our lake lots. What's it like? I know it's all beginning. We got a lot of construction going on. What's it like here at the community?
It's nice. It's quiet. Everybody is talkative. Everybody's been very kind to me. I've met some very, very nice people.
Good.
At night, when everybody goes home, I can't believe how quiet it is over
Super quiet.
here.
Yeah.
And the weekends, when the plant isn't running,
Yeah.
when the sun starts to go down, it's just gorgeous. It's just you can hear a pin drop.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Have you visited the mountain yet?
No, I haven't.
You have to take him
I
over
know.
there,
We'll take you over
Randy.
there and show you around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So no, I like it here. I feel safe and this is coming from a law enforcement background. I have no worries here, to be honest with you.
That's awesome.
And it's a different way of life. It's slow paced.
We are glad to have you, and I'm so glad that Mark was persistent because there was we talk about how busy we are all
Yep.
the time. And Mark had actually, didn't you reach out to other places too? And I was the
Yes,
only one.
Yeah, and I kept bugging you and bugging you.
He was
And I
so
said, I'm not
sweet.
going away.
He was so
I'm not going
nice.
to stop.
I had notepad. You know how I always have my little post-it
Yep.
notes? Mark's name was on my desk forever. It would go in different places.
Well, you know what? I
Yeah.
had the email on my desk,
He got on
and I
his
said,
desk.
I gotta call this guy. And it went on and on. I was busy going on, and then I'd clean my desk off, and I said, all right.
Yeah.
I was throwing everything away. I said, I gotta call this guy. So I put it over there again, and I still didn't get the call.
Yeah.
And we never. So there's something about it. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it was. I've been following you for about a year and a half since this started, to be honest.
And were you interested in tiny homes, or was it just
I-
accidental?
No, I was interested in this type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
All of it, not just one part of it.
Yes.
So I wanted the whole package.
Yeah.
But mainly the slow pace of life here compared to a big city. And
Yes.
where I came from, that's 2 million plus. That's what I consider a big city. And
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
it's 24/7 there. No, it never sleeps.
Especially Vegas.
And yeah, it's just Vegas. Yeah,
Well, and two, and you had to have found out that Newport, I mean, we've only got like Food City and the dollar store. I mean, like, what's it like for you like that, having limited places?
It's fine. I go to Walmart a lot and Food
Yeah.
City, but you know, I just do it during the day because they close. Except for Walmart, every place closes up. And
Everything closes.
I'm not used to
They
that.
roll up the town anymore, don't they? Yeah.
But everything you need is here.
Yeah.
It's close by,
Mhm.
and there's so much of you. I haven't reached out yet and expanded yet. I just kind of been sticking around here, but.
And 10 minutes from here, even if that, it's a beautiful park. If you're not here, it's a beautiful little city park in town that's got a pool. There's a pool to it, and then there's like a little park
Yeah.
out there. It's really nice.
Rec center. We got a rec center too with an indoor pool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and things. Actually, Curtis, who lives here,
He's a lifeguard.
he's a lifeguard.
Is he? Oh, that's right.
I met him at
Yes.
a cookout. Yeah.
Curtis is real nice.
Yeah, he's really put together well. That man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got it going on. but,
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lifeguard over there.
Mhm.
Good for Curtis.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, he was saying it was harder than he thought.
Really?
Yeah, so being a lifeguard, that's a tough
And
job.
Curtis, how old is Curtis?
60.
He's in his 60s, isn't
Yeah, he's got to be around my
Yeah,
age.
exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
he? Yeah.
Well, you look great, man.
You do.
Well,
These,
yeah,
they
I
are
don't-
Curtis and Mark, and y'all in the 60s there, you're just looking
This
great.
guy, nobody can keep up with him.
Well, he's
I run on fear.
he's from another planet or something. So
Pluto or something.
oh,
Yeah,
something.
Mars.
Mars, definitely. Yeah.
Oh,
But no, it's been one. I really want to thank you both because without you welcoming me, I wouldn't end up here. So I was between a rock and a hard place,
Yes.
some personal things, and
Yeah.
I'm here now. And
I told Mark, I said, just come on. I just finally, I was like, just come on.
I loaded up the truck,
And he
and
did.
isn't that something?
here I am.
Yeah.
See, that's what I hate about the insurances, the taxes, the governments, the laws. They're just putting the restrictions on us so
Yes.
tight that it's hard for us to work out of our emotions, our heart, and just what we feel about a business. Because once we do things, it's like an attorney would say, well, you got to make sure you got a contract with this guy, and we got
Yes,
insurance and
blah,
rentals and da-da-da-da-da-da, all this stuff, and we can't just reach out and just help somebody. Like she said, just
Right.
come on. You didn't know us, and you
I
just
did
came
this on
on.
blind faith.
He sure did.
Isn't that
And
cool?
and
And
you
all
did
that
it.
way.
Yeah.
You didn't know me. I didn't know you.
Yeah.
I came here, but I had never been. I used to live in Illinois, go to Florida back and forth on 75.
Yeah.
But I had never been through this part of not Eastern Tennessee.
That's
Isn't that
something.
something?
You didn't know where to.
No, I didn't know where I was going. I had to use my GPS, and it got me lost a couple times. I took 40 mostly the whole way, to be honest with
Yeah, right.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, literally,
Yeah.
the whole way.
That's
but,
awesome.
yeah, I came here on faith.
And you got here. You were here 3 or 4 days. I didn't even know you were here.
I was
Didn't
here
met you.
early. I
Yes.
got here
Yeah.
way
Mhm.
earlier than what I told Amanda.
Yeah.
And so I kind of
And
hung
the
out in
house
KOA.
was not even close to ready. And Mary, God love her, Cardi's wife,
Yeah.
Mary, come over here. She cleaned it up for him and everything. And then
It was
we just threw
spotless.
the couch was in here, and that was it,
Yep.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Pretty
no,
much.
the couch and the mattress.
Okay, there you
That's
go.
a memory foam mattress. That
Oh, it's brand new almost.
nice.
It is nice.
Thank
I mean,
goodness.
I came off one, so I recognized them right away. So
Aw.
it's nice up there.
Well,
Yeah.
we're glad to have you, Mark.
I'm glad to be here.
We're glad you're here. You're good people.
I try to be.
You are.
I've had to change throughout my life, you
Yes.
know, but I've ended up full circle.
That's right.
It's been a full circle for me.
That's right.
And now I just want to live the rest of my years in peace, as
That's
I
right.
like to say.
There you go.
Right?
You
Peace
got
and
it.
harmony.
You can't put a price on that.
No, and
No.
tranquility.
That's right.
Wow.
No drama.
No drama. That's right.
Right?
There
That's
you
what
go.
we strive
Drama
for
will
right there.
kill you.
Gives you stress.
It gives you stress, and that's bad for you. But
That's right.
I'm really looking forward to what this is going to look like when it's completed, because I can envision it. A lot of people might have trouble.
Can you
but
see more and more?
I can see more and more when the beach gets done, when the prairie gets done, and the mountain. That's a whole nother thing. And
another animal.
And I haven't been there yet, but
wait till you see it. It's amazing.
It's going to be something. When all this is done and finished, it's really.
And we do just want to mention, I don't know how many that we've got that's ready to have power turned on.
Oh yeah, I think there's almost 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah, on the beach. The power. We've got it under wraps. We got all our parts. We got all the inspections correct. Everything's set up. So Brian put 7, and they've been inspected already.
Globes,
so now they got to
I
go
think.
through the paperwork of getting the thing turned on. But next week he'll be knocking them out. So depending on how many he can get going, he can do probably 3 or 4 a day or more. So we'll see how it all works out. So I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks we may have all the beach done.
And I also heard that on the prairie today was the first day that they were putting the lining stuff or whatever it is and gravel.
Oh, the underlayment?
Underlayment.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been watching.
It just started.
Yeah.
I've been watching him since I got here, and it's just amazing.
It's amazing, isn't
what's
it?
happened in the 30 days or so.
Yes.
I can't believe what's happened over there.
And he's methodical.
He is.
Very.
He has
You can
everything.
tell.
He has to do it. He cost me the money. But it's done perfect.
It
Yes.
is perfect.
It is
I
perfect.
mean, when I first got here, I was like, oh my. You know. And now,
Oh my. That's right. Yep.
Oh my.
But now but that's what development does. When you're putting in water, sewer, electric, you got to tear it up before you can fill it.
It has
Sure
to look
do.
bad before it can look good.
It's the truth.
And now I can see it. I can really. And the little signs, I love the little
Did you
signs.
see the tiny stop sign?
Yes, I do. I was laughing this morning because I watched the video the other day, and I was pulling on. I started
It's
laughing.
so tiny. So fitting.
And today, the blueberries that Myrtle planted,
yes.
they're producing blueberries. So I got to eat the first blueberries
No.
that came over there. And the grapes, she's got 4 or 8 pods of grapes going across. And each one of those will produce over 65 pounds of grapes.
Wow.
That's amazing.
We're going to have tons. And we got so much more land on that hillside to plant fruit trees and grapes and all kinds of
It's all
stuff.
going to evolve.
Yeah,
Next
that's just
year
the
will be
beginning.
a big blooming fest. It will be amazing next
Yeah,
year.
we'll plant in the fall. We're going to get ready for the fall so we can plant a lot of that stuff. We'll come back in the spring.
Yeah.
And we'll get us a yard detail.
We have not even tackled not one iota of the park. There's a whole park for everybody to enjoy.
Yeah. We have been
We
so
even
busy
opened it.
developing, building homes for people that we promised
Yes.
to. All we do is build. That's all we build is homes. And that's why it's not weed eated. It's not nothing. We're not grooming anything yet. We're trying to get this under wraps so that we can make this work. And that, my plan was the first of the year to have the production of the manufacturing part of it rolling smoothly. And then when the development's done, then we can roll over here. Now we can go back and we can start implementing our dream, you know.
I can see that though. I can envision
Good.
when it's all said and done. It just, you have to have that vision, you know.
Yeah.
And let your mind go a little bit of what it's going to look like when it's completed. So.
Well, we are tickled to death you're here. Thank you so much for letting us come in, because it's great. This is another perspective of how a man lives, and it is very nice. I'm very
Chip
impressed.
and Joanne wouldn't be happy, but Duck Dynasty would. So.
You know, but
That's okay.
you know what? I think this is so real. All right, we have based our whole career in YouTube on being real, right? So that's why HGTV doesn't really go for us. That's why that Bryce guy is like 14 foot tall and he's got his own thing. He won't come here and do anything like us either because we're just like gnarly, right?
Yeah.
You come here, you got your life you've talked about. We're not this Hollywood.
No.
Oh,
You know,
gosh, no.
nothing going on here.
Mark sees us all through the day in different phases of the day.
Yeah.
I've come out there slinging doors and kicking.
How much screaming
blah.
you hear from over there?
Yeah, everything. And you know, for you to live like this, all this is real stuff. This is how majority of us all live,
We
and
all
the
live
world
like
lives
this.
like this.
Yep.
You know,
It's
and that's
normal.
what I think is awesome. I'm glad we got
love
what
it.
we have,
I love
Well,
it.
you try putting a 1,600 square foot house in here.
Yes,
I
exactly.
had 20 years plus worth of stuff.
Wow.
Stuff, and most of it fit. I got rid
That's
of a lot of
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of freeing in a way. But I'm still whittling
Yes.
it down.
Yeah.
And my plan is one day to get a shed, and I can get rid of 50% of that.
That's right.
I can
Yeah.
keep it in the shed and get the stuff out of my
That's
truck.
awesome.
We'll get you a shed over here.
That
That's
is
right.
awesome.
Yeah. So
Well, thank you
I'm
so
happy.
much. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
It's all out in the open. My life is. There's no secrets with
But
me.
well, you're like us.
I wear it on my sleeve.
There you
know?
go. That's right. Exactly.
That's how I am.
Well, Mark, thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my
Yep.
friend.
Yep,
Yes.
that's
Thank
right.
you
Oh my God.
so much.
Thank you.
I greatly
Me and
appreciate
Mark
it.
have talked. He's so great at conversation too. Is that if you're here in the community and you've not met Mark, you
Man.
need to come over, introduce yourself. Mark's a great guy.
He'll help you with this electronic stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He's a geek when it comes to that, or
Yeah.
guru, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, I am.
I
I'm
love
just,
it.
I'm
He
just
was-
an electric guy. Yes.
And I love knowing about. I don't know anything about this
Yeah,
stuff.
that's interesting as
Yeah.
can be.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We really
You're-
appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye,
All right,
guys.
we're going to leave you
All
go. All right, leave you go.
Leave you go. Bye,
Bye.
Mark.
Bye. See you later.